Welcome to Smart Inventory Manager. I'll show you today how you can use SIM to track the time spent by your team on each project. To invoice your customer, you can make the list of the spare parts that has been used, but also the time spent by your techs. First thing, I will define my people in this tech list. Here are the names, and you can customize each column to put the phone numbers or the team the people belongs to, or the cost of each hour of work for each guy. That's one point. The other point is, instead of having only spare parts in your inventory, like electrical components and mechanical parts, I added also a couple of items which are belonging to the work category. Each one is a task that can be performed by your company. So what we have one task is traveling. You can make the customer pay for each kilometer or each mile you have to travel. So you can see that the cost for each mile is $2. You can have people making phone support or video support. This is a different job, and you will find that the cost for this kind of thing is much more expensive. It's $30. You can charge your customer for the distance for traveling during the weekend. You can charge a customer for doing a basic job into your own workshop, or you can charge the customer for an expert job at a different price and job work on the side of the customer. So you have different items. Then you can, of course, when you do something, the guy can just select with the barcode or manually. He can select, let's say he has installed a machine with this part. He will output this from the stock. One part, please fill tech. So he has to select who he is. That can be done using a barcode reader. And my name is Adjan Kate, and I need two quantity of this item. Then I can save it. I need also one of this part, so I remove it. The removal can be done, of course, using a barcode reader. Okay, I save it. And now if I go to the logbook, I can see that I took two parts, and I can see who I am. And I can also have an option so I can tell for which customer it goes, where it goes. That's not the subject now. So that's pretty easy, moving parts out of the inventory. Then more interesting is that when I do this, I also know that I have to track some work. So what have I done? I went to the site. So it's traveling. I'm traveling. I had to go to the customer site, and that was 5 miles away. The return trip makes me 10. Of course, I'm always HRT, and I add it to the list and I save it. And then I also had to work on the site into the customer plan. So I have also to remove some resource. I'm still HRT, and I spent 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours. And I save it. And when I go into the logbook, I can see everything that has been done. I have two electrical parts, and I have two different jobs. One is traveling, and the other one is working. And this give me a cost, which will go into the customer invoice later. We don't show you in this demo how to print the invoice. That's another part. And you can select, of course, by customer or by kind of job, make a filter into the logbook to see what's going on. So that's the manual way of doing things. Imagine now that you have standard things like installation of a heating machine. We will define a new, what we call an assembly, a new assembly for heating machines. So we click on new, we search for heating machine into my list. let's see, it's a sewing machine. I took this reference. So my sewing machine is here. My sewing machine is composed of electrical parts. So that's one part. Let's select this power supply. I need one of them. Let's select this thing. I don't know what it is. I need two of them. I need a mechanical part. Let's say go to mechanical part. Let's say I need no mechanical part. Let's say I need something called a chiller. I take this one. Wait, select this one. I take this one. And I need two of them. So that's the list of items I have to provide when I change machine. Except that I have to add now the work. So I go into the category work. And I know that to do this, I have to work on site for 2 hours. I know that I will have to go there, so I take the traveling expense, standard one, and let's say the average distance is 10 miles, so I add it and I save it. What is the interesting part of this is that when I have to remove my composition 10,007, which is a sewing machine where you have to install a sewing machine, I know the cost will be exactly this. Who is installing it? I have to install one. I save it. When I go into the log, I can see the sewing machine with the cost of the sewing machine, which includes everything. So I forgot to set up the price of the sewing machine. First of all, I will correct this and add a sewing machine definition. Installing a new sewing machine at the customer's factory. Okay, I want to know to put price on this. So the price of the assembly will be, let's select first the machine. The price of this will be calculated by here. Do you want to save the price as the sum of every item? Yes, the price is 55. Save. Then when I go back to inventory, I can see that my selling now as a price here, and that I will be able to charge my customer for this. If I do it again, I remove that from the stock. The same tech. I will find into my logbook the exact price of what I've done. That's one way of dealing with job. We also have a demo to show you how to really manage machines, techs, and jobs, and place all this into a planning. That's a little more complicated, but coming soon. Thank you very much.